Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Game, and we're returning to Master of Command. Let's see whether we can sell all of our stuff and maybe get a bit of better equipment for all of our Cossacks. And let's see where we can do that. So I'm thinking that we want to probably go along this road-ish. Maybe go to these slums first. I don't actually want to dismantle all of these slums, so maybe let's go for the convoy first. And I should really make a note or something of whatever happens in... Ooh, they're cavalry recruitable. Whatever happens in the different encounter places. Russian Hussars would be interesting, but we do really want Cossacks. And Cossacks are not Hussars, as far as I can tell, so I don't think any of these guys are for us, even though they are... I mean, they are looking good. But yeah. Not much for us. Other than that, that's only really cavalry recruitable here. So without further ado, let's sell all of these things that we really can't use. 60, yeah, that should about cover it. Yeah. Okay, do we want or need anything over here? So I think I would generally love to buy excellent stuff only. Of course, we can't be quite as picky. The light saddles are not actually that important for us, so maybe not these. The Basket Hill broadswords are so good. You know what? I think we're going to buy these. We do have a bit of stuff to sell for it. That was a bit too much, I think. Yeah, let's do it like this. I think that is going to be a good addition to whatever we need. The Frisian horses would be lovely, but they are only good, and I'm not sure we want to buy that. The Quartermaster has cylindrical ramrods that are good. The rest of the stuff isn't that great. The Spontoons, 153. I know we can first sell stuff so that we are just getting rid of that. I suppose we don't really need all of this, do we? There we go. Okay, we had 3,000 monies. That's not too bad. Let's buy good alcohol. As per usual, that is just generally good. I think we don't need all of that. Okay, let's sell this. The tea would be tempting. The spontoons would be tempting. Some of these horses would be a little bit tempting. For example, the heavy jackets. I don't know. Right, let's first distribute whatever we got now. So we've got this gentleman over here. They've got the Hussar Sabres. Let's give them the broadswords. And then someone over here. You've got decent sabres all along. Hussar Sabres good. Hussar Sabres good. Okay, that's fine then. Right, so you are pretty much the only one. Everyone else has now decent weaponry? Is that true? Well, you only got broadswords, but they're still pretty good. Can you be promoted? No. Okay. Right, yeah, the rest of the guys, pretty fine. So I think that's okay. I guess we could sell the Hussar swords, but on the other hand, the Frontiers are at some point gonna reach that and be able to do that. Let's spend the money here. Let's give you the alcohol, and let's make sure... Okay, they're all kind of parallel in what they have. That's decent then. You don't have... Well, you should really... You know what? We're going to buy it. We're going to buy this thing. I think it's going to be useful, and I want everyone to have sort of the same stuff. Really, I think that's going to be okay. Good. Yeah, let's spend the 150 to get you something else too. I would love to give you the Bibles. I don't think that's something that we can give you. So let's give you that. Yeah, I think that's fine. All of you should be moving extremely fast now. Yeah, 100, 110, 109, that's super lovely. Good. Okay, I like it. Right, everyone over here. Guess you guys could take some tea. Make you reload a little bit faster. That should be a-okay. What's happening here? You have a weird setup there. All of you guys have horseshoes. That's cool. You guys are a bit of a mess. But I guess we're going to be alright there over time. Let's assign a couple of horseshoes and stuff to these gentlemen. Yeah, that's okay. Right. Okay, without further ado, let's... We've got the money. We could buy... You know what? I'm going to buy this. Am I? How far are you from a promotion? 4. That is kind of significant. How much would I actually be paying for that? Like 80? Okay, you know what? Do it. Do it. You're going to get this. That will make you promote a little bit faster, and that's cool. Right, the rest of the stuff really isn't that useful, except maybe the good cylindrical firing rods. Okay, let's buy these. They're going to go on you. And then you all have sort of the same setup. Let's exchange that so that everyone really has this T at the same spot. That's fine. Guess I could buy something over here. You know what? Let's do it. Give you that. That's fine. That's a good horseshoe. That's okay then. You're gonna get a good horseshoe too. The rest of the stuff really is fine here. Yeah, don't need any of the other things. The Frisian horses. Well, they're only good, but I am gonna buy them because we do have so much money, and then what we can do is give that to someone who's decently fast. You're a bit too fast, actually. 59. Yeah, I think that's slightly better. And then you up over here. No, you've got Frisians. You've got steppe horses. I'm gonna move that over so that you're a little bit faster. And some other guy here didn't have any horses whatsoever. I think that was you. Okay, you're gonna get the horse as soon as you're promoting. So that's good. Okay. Right, nothing else here? Powder house, maybe? Some grenades? There are no normal grenades. I think at some point I should really consider the buck and shot. I would have hoped that we were going to loot some of that stuff. I'm not using that many grenades, but that's okay, I think. Now there's fortification down here, and I would love to get some... They're good. At least give me something without a modifier. And you know what? I think I want to try the buckshot. Make that a little bit more fun on some of our guys. And let's say on you. You've got the lowest priority here. We're going to exchange that for the accuracy bonus. And then you are going to get the accuracy bonus. There we go. Okay, let's see how well this is going to turn out. I think it might be good. And you know what? We're going to buy some grenades. Are they actually better than the grenades that we currently do have equipped? I think they are, right? Yeah, more damage, more range, that's fine. So these guys are going to sit here and be ready to be thrown at a couple of fortifications or stuff. Right. Okay. That's really it now, isn't it? We could get the blanket rolls. The melee damage reduction is super nice, actually. 10% is not to be sneezed at. How about we get better tea? I mean, I do think we should spend the money if we have it, right? 50, 120. Okay, let's do it. We don't need to save up for more people, so I think that's going to be all right. Okay, fine. Quite a bit of stuff still, but I think it's going to be all right. Let's actually buy some ammo. There we go. And then the next thing that we're going to do is burn the place down. Because of course we are gonna. That does give us quite a bit of money and a little bit of, unfortunately, notifying the headquarters. Right, some good blanket rolls. I do love these. Let's see whether we can give that to anyone. I think that's going to be better than the stamina here. So let's give that to you. And you know what? You're also going to get that. So everyone sort of has the same thing there. Fantastic. Does anyone need stamina? I think not. Maybe someone over here. You've got a bit of this and that, so you know what? We're going to give that to you. It's a reload plus 8 here. I think the reload might be better than the accuracy. 11.5 seconds. Oh no, that's... It would actually replace the nice things. Okay, so that's a no. Okay, let's head down towards the fortification. and see whether we can break them. Oh, there's another supply cache down there. There's another entire road down there, which I kind of missed. Okay, exchange for senior officer. Lose reservist, gain an officer. Level 4. We can get that anyway. So that's lovely. And was that actually a named unit? The Kievan Musketeers? That would be lovely, but you're not welcome here. Go join your usual guys. So yeah, please leave the team. But who's that officer that we just got? You are morale damage received. Okay, that's good. Charge, melee, combat effectiveness, legendary. You are pretty good, my friend. Are you better than some of the people that we've got? Morale damage received is nice. Charge is extremely good. Melee damage received reduction. Veterancy gain. And just combat effectiveness plus 10%. That is super good. I think you might be the new guy here. And it does give us a little bit of resilience in case we're eventually losing that guy. Okay, that being said, I think let's go back to this convoy, see whether we can grab anything over there. And I would love to meet another army or something like that. We don't see that much. We are definitely, I think, gonna go for the field army. Yeah, pretty much useless stuff. But again, fighting these guys is going to be super good. Okay, 3 artillery pieces, 3 cavalry, Jäger unit, and 3 infantry. Pretty weak, but it's amazing that they really are pivoting away from infantry. I think the last couple of armies that we've seen carried fewer and fewer infantry, to the point that where it's only like a third of the units. Big question is, who do we want to send in the front? I think this is going to be a bit of an XP farming thing. So, first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to grab the frontier recruits, get them on as broad front as possible, and send them right up over here, which means actually you're going to be in a column. You can get rid of your bayonets. I don't actually know, by the way, if you remove the bayonets in the first place, whether they sort of start without them or not, but yeah, we're going to see. Right, you know what? The rest of the stuff, I'm not actually going to bother too much. But I should bother, actually, about the infantry. I didn't even send that forward now. Sometimes, you know, yeah, that stuff happens. Okay, everyone else has a couple of promotions ready. So that's, all in all, that's good. Don't need to be too concerned there. Just make your way over. Horse Grenadiers, likewise, you can earn a bit of experience. Let's place you in right in the back there. I think honestly the Dragoons, we're gonna this time keep sort of as even a second line here, so that they can flank around. But that's probably gonna be it. Then these Don Cossacks can also just trot off to the side there. So really, it's these Cossacks and these frontier recruits that I'm mostly concerned about. Let's run here for a second. Just until we're losing sort of 8 stamina, so when you're walking, you're regaining stamina. So go back to walking, see our stamina coming back up. There's no reason not to run for at least a few moments. Right, okay, everyone advancing, that's cool. Do we wanna, I think we might wanna take these Don Cossacks, you know, these guys can all go a little bit further up there. Take these Don Cossacks and take care of their Jägers for a second here. Notice that these guys are running, but they are still so high in their capabilities there. Okay, right. You are, and by capabilities I mean stamina. Right. You go ahead, find cover behind that stuff. I'm worried about their cuirassiers and the musketeers and their hussars actually. And now we are committed to this, and their cuirassiers are coming in. Ooh, this is not good. This is not good at all. Ouch! 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 Ah, okay. That was not a good play. But I wanted to try at least to see what would happen. Unfortunately, I found out nothing good happens when you just charge into the main enemy line somewhat unsupported. I was hoping that they would be doing that somewhat unsupported and a bit haphazardly, but apparently that didn't turn out too well. Right. Now, sort of all of their cavalry is charging behind us. Great, great. Really, really love that happened. Right, okay, the Cossack cavalry needs to charge towards these hussars. The rest of our guys are going to charge for their cuirassiers. Okay, you did not actually go for the cuirassiers, but I suppose that's fine. Okay, we are going to take a lot of losses here. The cuirassiers are dangerous. But at least we managed to break them. I think all of our units are more or less fine, except for maybe these Don Cossacks. You know what? You're gonna come down here. Right, and the rest is sort of withdrawing. We didn't even do that much damage towards the enemy there. Why on earth is their artillery retreating? Okay, let's get our super fast Ukrainians in the back. Hey, what are you doing? Get out of there, please. Right, you run. You get out of the way, please. You turn into the rear or flank. Ouch. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but seems like that worked out fine. Right, you are charging for that artillery. That's okay. You should be charging for this artillery. And these gentlemen over here do have a nasty surprise for us, don't they? Which way are you facing? Okay, you're facing what's this group of 3 units. That's okay. Let's actually do take the units forward that we wanted to gain some experience. And also the Don Cossacks here. You need to come right to the back where you're more likely to really intercept the enemy. Okay, the Fry infantry still around. Okay, let's shoot a little bit into their back and get rid of that artillery piece. Still have the stamina to do this, so that's fine. And you can take pot shots here at the enemy while they're turning away from you. Fantastic. Okay, and we got rid of the artillery piece. Lovely. Let's deal finally with these Jaegers. Okay, you are going to take some casualties while you're doing that, especially once these Fusiliers open fire. But I think we're going to be alright once we smash them. I really want to get rid of them. We've seen how much they can do. Okay, these Cossacks are in a shooting match, which I dislike. Okay, everyone get out. Okay, fine, fine, fine. So really just the single unit here. Let's have our recruits come forward. Try to smash them. Cavalry is going to go to the rear. Have we beaten back any infantry yet? Well, none who are fleeing at the moment. So I suppose that will have to do. Oh, they're coming somewhat force here, the Fusiliers. I guess we can try to take them on. And since all of these guys are leaving, let's prepare a surprise for them. Are you running? No, you should be running, please. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Dodge! Into their flank. Yeah, when 2 units are doing that, that really should break them. There we go. Fantastic. Good work. Good work. Everyone, stop it. Stop it. We're going to leave that to these boys. Okay, I would have loved to farm a little bit more experience there, but you know what? That's okay. We do really need to make sure that our units are up to snuff when it comes to the finales. And I'm really worried because we have plateaued at this point, and there's not much that we are going to gain from this point on. Okay, some good boots, some good blankets. Rest of the stuff is kind of okay, I suppose. Let's get some veterancy. Whew, and the blue units there are, fortunately, have survived. The light blue Cossacks. That would have really been bad if they had lost. Right, okay. Ammo. Fine, fantastic. Let's look at these blanket rolls. You've good. Okay, you can get slightly better ones. Let's look at the tea. You can get good tea. Rest of these things I'm gonna probably do in between episodes. Well, the light saddles, you know what? They are somewhere over here. Yeah, you've got light saddles, so let's give that to you. And then double check for promotions. No, on everyone, except for the ones who we don't care about. That's a-okay. You know what? You can actually get these. I'm surprised that you're not earning experience faster. You've got so many good bonuses there, but then again, you barely killed anyone in this fight, right? That is an issue. We need to keep more of an eye on that. We do still have ammo. The good boots. Give that to someone over here. So who's got the low speed? 76. Yeah, that looks pretty low. Okay, there we go. Fantastic. Right, I suppose... Do we want to get for the slums or for the city? I think for the city is probably the better choice. Let's see whether we're going to find any village. We do. Which is nice. They do have a stable. Ooh, and they do have excellent broadswords. Yes, we're going to buy that. Don't care about these types of horses. I do care about Hungarian horses, but I do think that at this point we probably have at least good ones on all of our units. Well, not quite. Not quite. So I suppose we can buy one of these. Sell all of these things. I think that is something that we can sell. Soul Savers at this point are something that we can sell too. I really don't think we need all of that. Right. But I do like the horse and I do like the sabers. Iron, no. Good things, no. Town Square. The beer, eh. Barracks, actually? Ooh, there are some Don Cossacks here. And we need one more to fill this unit up completely. 1,500. Okay, let's try to make that happen. Gonna sell this and that. We're gonna sell the Cossacks. We're gonna sell the tobacco. That's okay. 1,900. And then Don Cossacks. They are all priced the same. Let's hire one of you. In a perfect world, I would love to hire both of them. That's fine. Where do you slot in? This is you. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. And that actually tells me that I can sell the artillery lumbering thing. Can sell that too. Good. Okay, did I actually give you good stuff? Yes. Mostly so. Give you perfect swords too. And then we can sell further things, namely this and that. Okay, very little money. But you know what? There's a source of money. I don't know if they've sold as much here. I did not pay attention to the item sale cost modifier. But I'm going to take my revenge on this little city for that. By burning it all down, gaining some money and some equipment. And then just casually walking over towards the next city. And meeting... You know what? We're going to deal with these guys. Let's see. I don't know whether fighting in the swamps here actually makes a difference. Okay, Grenadiers, Fusiliers, Cuirassiers, and Hussars. Okay, let's fight them. We do need the experience, especially on the on the infantry unit. We want to make them, turn them into a Cossack very quickly. Maybe I should never have bought them. Maybe I should have waited for Don Cossacks to show up in the purchasing option. But you know what? It is what it is. Right, okay, you know what? We're not going to bother too much here. You're going to come over here. That's fine. Rest of you guys can trot towards the right. These guys can trot towards the left. Yeah, you're going to cross the river, but that's okay. Backfill you with dragoons. And heavy cavalry too. I suppose the general can support that. Who are you? Ah, the Ukrainians. And what's that? Is that horse artillery? It is. Well, well, well. Who's the fastest of the Ukrainians? Why are you so slow? Ah, because probably you are in the forest, right? Yeah, terrain movement speed. Okay, let's pick this unit. And do come over here quickly to take them out. And yes, we are on double speed, but look how fast these guys are whizzing over the battlefield here compared to everyone else. I mean, yes, they are burning stamina, but, you know, they only need to get in there and out again. They're going to be shot by everyone, and they're going to be charged by the enemy cavalry. By the way, do they actually lose movement speed when they are going uphill? No, they don't. Okay, hit the horse artillery, lose a couple of men, run. Hit and run. Yeah, okay, the big issue is that we just went by pretty much all of their line and they just fired into us once. We do have very little to help out there. Oh, I should never have told you to run, or at least I should have stopped telling you to run. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! What's happening here? Okay, there we go. Shout at them. At the loss of 3 of our men. That's fine, I suppose. Okay, they are getting around here. Let's try to make sure that they're not going there too far. There's some hussars and some field artillery. That's okay. I suppose we can take our proper Cossacks, our original Cossacks, on a merry-round like that. Frontline recruits are coming into their position. Which is lovely, of course. Okay. Dragoons, get over here. Yeah, you suffered a bit badly. I'm going to send you off towards retirement. Where are our riders? There. You specifically, I want to have in the back. Yeah, I think we're going to be able to hit them there. It's a bit unfortunate that I tired these recruits out so badly. But I think it's going to be alright. Okay, you know what? One of these dragoons is going to make their way over here to support our guys. And the rest of these dragoons are going to form a welcome party for these cuirassiers. Right, form up, form up, form up. Okay, you're not going to form up because you're going to come under fire from these grenadiers. Speaking of cuirassiers, go for it. You withdraw, you withdraw. You're going to make your way over here. Okay, these recruits are in a firefight now with the lump elites. And other than that, I'll ask you to attack. I'll ask you to attack. I'm going to ask you to attack in a single thing. And then you guys can try to get rid of the artillery, please. Okay, let's do this with the horse grenadiers. Horse grenadiers can stop. Okay, and everyone else here, come back a little. I don't want to be in a firefight against that. Right, Dragoons, you're going to deal with someone over there. That's okay. I really hope they didn't have any canister shot. That would have been a bit bad, as the technical term is known. Okay, everyone go there. 2 more units down here. Let's take some dragoons and fire into their flanks. Frontier recruits, you can pivot a little bit. And these guys here can take out the lump elites. How's the situation looking up here? Not good, not good. You're going to be front planted into the enemy there. So that's a no. Okay, run over here, take a shot at these units so that the Cossacks can do their job. Yep, fine over here. You know what? Try to get them. These dragoons gonna. You know what? You're gonna come down here, and you're gonna come up here, and you make your way over there. Double speed. Okay, lump elites should break. Hopefully. Okay, nice. Right, there we go. Fine. How are these grenadiers looking? I don't think they should be doing too well. I do like that these dragoons are in cover and they are the ones that are being targeted here. And I very much love that. Oh, one of you. I completely forgot about that. One of you has this. That should make you super deadly. Not just deadly, super deadly. Come on, run for it. Fucking shot it is. Oh, I don't know what is going to happen when they turn around. It's actually going to turn everyone into melee. Fine, then we're going to charge in and hopefully deal with them that way. They are holding out for a long time here. Okay, come on. It's a bit funny to see our frontier recruits struggling to keep up with them. Okay, our dragoons can go away. They don't need to earn the experience. But I suppose you would actually be fine. You know what? Let's get you in a line. Let's get you in a line down here. Come on, come on, come on. Look at the artillery here. These horses are a bit stuck. Okay, we've got 20 stamina. We can walk up a little, I suppose. And fire at them, please. Yeah, there we go. Okay, at least a couple of casualties were caused by this unit this time around, so that's nice. And that should be okay. Please. Pretty please. There we go. 500 monies. Bit of equipment, including some good alcohol, a couple of Bibles, buck and shot, which we're going to keep this time around. We can certainly stomach these losses, so let's do take the exchange. I'm really hoping that we're going to see some promotion. Well, at least one promotion down there on the... No, 2 promotions on the infantry unit. I think we need them at level 6. No, at level 4. Brilliant. Okay, lovely. You know what? That's. I'm still going to do that. Remove all of these things here that are just good for infantry. Because I just don't know what's going to happen to them once we promote you to Cossacks. There is our achievement, and that's nice. What does that actually give us? I'm going to check in a second. That's the last thing that I'm going to do here. Cossack cavalry, you're going to be on Cossacks, so I'll need you to wait a second. Everyone get your ammo and stuff. That should be a-okay. You're going to get appropriate cavalry stuff in a second, and that's going to be alright. You know what? I'm going to just go over here into Lauenburg. Taking quite a bit of attrition there. That's okay, though. And then just briefly check on Frisian horses, excellent, and excellent heavy saddles. I do like that. I'm going to check in between episodes whether there's anything useful here. Maybe there are a couple of nice things, right? So I'm going to check on that, rebuild my forces a little bit, and then let you know after the break. See you next time around. Bye-bye, guys.